Hello, my name is Sarah Murray and I am the Inside Sales Representative here at Croft. Today I am with Chris Smithson, our Chief Technology Officer, and behind us today is our Croft chemical injection system. Chris, would you mind letting us know what our Croft chemical injection system is and where you would find it in the production line?
Yes, so our chemical injection system is typically used for removing H2S from the gas stream. And normally we put this system very far ahead at the front, that way we can remove that H2S before it gets into any other processing or production equipment we may have on the site.
Yes, sir. H2S seems like a very important factor. Would you mind letting us know what H2S is and why it is so important to remove from your gas stream?
Yes, H2S is hydrogen sulfide. It's a naturally occurring thing that can be present on some wells, but it is very deadly and very corrosive. So we typically want to remove it very early on in the gas stream for the safety of the operators and for the safety of any equipment we may have on site.
Yes, sir. And would you mind running us through the process of how the CIS operates?
Yes. So for H2S removal, we're using a liquid scavenger. That scavenger is a one-time use chemical that will neutralize the H2S once it makes contact with it in the gas stream. We inject that scavenger using our electric chemical injection pumps. Now we can also do solar battery or pneumatic systems as well. We're going to inject that chemical at high pressure into the inlet spool of our gas system, and we're going to use these atomizers that will atomize the chemical into very fine droplets into the gas stream. Now the atomized droplets will contact the H2S in the gas stream coming through this pipe, and they will neutralize it and flow as a fog through the system into our static mixing coil. Now in this mixing coil we have static mixers. They're going to re-entrain the chemical with the gas, making sure we get the most efficiency out of that H2S scavenger. The gas will then flow through the coil to our outlet separation. On this particular unit, we have a separator, but we can also equip it with a bubble tower for increased efficiency as well. Now the gas will go out of the separator, separated from the H2S scavenging chemical, and then the chemical will be dumped off of the system, typically to the produced water tanks.
Thank you, Chris. You mentioned previously the injection of scavenger. Would you mind letting us know what scavenger is and how you know when it is spent?
Yes, so scavenger is a term that we use for a chemical that's kind of a one-time use. The particular stuff we use is for H2S scavenging, which is going to only react to H2S and it's going to neutralize it. So when it reacts with the H2S, it neutralizes it. You don't have H2S anymore. It's combined with the chemical, but then once it does its job, you got to dispose of it because it won't be able to react anymore or be regenerated and used again.
How efficient is the Croft CIS in removing H2S?
So when we talk about efficiency, really what we're talking about is reducing the amount of scavenger used. We have these different devices in here to really mix it up, use the scavenger well, and just reduce the total amount overall that you need to inject. So it really depends on the volume of gas, the volume of H2S, gas composition. All these things kind of play into how effective we can get it. But really what we're going to do is we're going to optimize best we can to minimize that injection rate based on what we're given as far as the gas quality.
How easy is it to operate the Croft CIS?
So the system is fairly basic. We have our primary injection pumps, we have our injection points where the chemical goes into the system, and then we have our separation device that separates out the spent chemical. So there's not a lot of different things that need to maintain or operate through it, and it is pretty basic and straightforward for operations.
Would you mind letting us know how much scavenger needs to be injected compared to how much H2S may be in your stream?
Yes, so the amount that you're going to need to inject really does depend on the gas composition, the volume of H2S, and the volume of gas. We're going to target the most efficient injection that we can with the system, but as far as what that actual number will be will depend on all those different parameters. Really the target for it is we're going to dial down as a low amount of scavenger that we can, still seeing a little bit of H2S on the outlet, that way we know we're not over-injecting, but still under specification for the client.
Does the system auto-adjust to the amount of H2S within the stream?
So it can, if we upgrade the system to have an H2S analyzer, we can tie that into the pumps and we would be able to automatically have the pump rate adjust to the amount of H2S that we're treating. That is a very good upgrade to have, especially if you have higher injection rates. That can really mean to a lot of savings on chemical. But we can tie into either the client's H2S analyzer or we can equip it directly on this unit to be able to do that. But that can be very effective, especially at higher injection rates, 20, 30 gallons a day, a 10, 15% improvement. Being able to adjust to variability in H2S levels or volume can really mean a lot of cost savings at the end of the month.
Why and when would you recommend the Croft CIS to clients?
So the best application of our system is a site that already uses a lot of scavenger, or a site that you know you're going to use a lot of scavenger, or also maybe a site that you need to be able to treat that H2S all within the skid and you don't have a pipeline's worth of time or distance to be able to use that scavenger up. So on sites that are using maybe 20, 30, 40 gallons a day of scavenger, those are really good candidates for the efficiency improvement that you can gain by using a system like this.